Welcome everyone to the Sedona Heritage Museum Artist a Day program. We're so excited to be able to bring you some wonderful vendors, our artists and craftspeople, showing you their wares. We started doing this program because we couldn't do the in-person event that we do every year, which is very popular. So we decided to bring it online for you. My name is Kathy Hamblin. I work at the museum, and all of the videos that you're seeing will be posted on YouTube, and all of the vendors that we have events set up on our website, sedonamuseum.org, so you can check out the rest of the schedule. We have 6 more coming up tonight, I believe, after tonight. So it's really exciting to see all the vendors and the beautiful items that they're creating and the unique things. So wanted to go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn, I do need to tell you that the chat will not be open for questions on Zoom, but you can ask your questions in the Q&A. If you see in the bottom of your screen, there is Q&A. Just click on that and you can type in your questions. And if you're on Facebook, feel free to comment and ask questions there, and I will be looking at those and getting them into Don. And right now I'm going to introduce you to my sister, Karen Swanson, who is our host for this evening. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Kathy. Thank you for the introduction. That's my sister, Kathy, and we try and keep this all in the family. Well, not necessarily, but Sedona is our dad's home where he grew up. So that's our connection to the Sedona Museum and History. So anyway, I live in Peoria, Arizona, but I go up there frequently to visit family and everything. And I have the privilege of being able to talk to the artists and crafters during their live presentation and you know, getting conversation going about their items and maybe asking the questions for you guys that you type in. So thank you for doing that and for your participation, and everything will be available, like Kathy said, on the website afterwards as well, to watch the entire video again and to contact these vendors. But tonight I want to present to you and turn it over to Don Eberle. And Don, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Karen. Basically, I'm a retired fire chief with 44 years in the fire service, and lived most of the time and have my career here in the Verde Valley. But several years ago, we moved to Colorado and purchased a small farm. And as we were cleaning the property up, we came across a number of farm implements and ranch implements that I just started saving. And then when winter came, I had nothing to do because it was just so cold. I started making things out of stirrups and horseshoes and shovels and rakes and pitchforks and things of that nature. And when spring came, I took them to a farmer's market, and it was overwhelmingly accepted and sold out. So, but we've moved back now to Arizona, much happier to be back in a warmer climate and starting to do the craft again. And again, I've had very success in showing my product at craft fairs, and really welcome the opportunity to be with you this evening and what the Sedona Heritage Museum is doing, and I'm proud to be a part of that. So thank you.
Well, thank you for doing this. I'm glad we reached out to you. It was Mary Carol's idea, and I'm glad she told us about you. I mean, I've heard about you, firefighting and stuff like that, but I didn't know about your craft thing that you've been doing. So I'm really happy about that. And it's something different that we haven't seen yet. So I'm pretty excited to see these items on our live presentation. So thanks for coming aboard.
Thank you. You bet. Yeah, I've kind of been a closet crafter. So.
All right. Well, what do you got to show us there?
Well, I primarily started with stirrups and horseshoes. And what I put together is items that I call either a static or a functional product. And here is a typical horseshoe mounted on a piece of barn wood with a item hanging in there that you could just put on a shelf and be inspirational, if you will, from that. Now, by the same token, then I've taken another stirrup and mounted it on a piece of barn wood and put a clock in it. So this is a functional piece of art that I call. It also, it's an original stirrup mounted on a board with cowhide on it. And so again, it's all authentic farm and ranch material that I've just been collecting. And then I've taken a horseshoe and mounted it on an old cutting board and made a key rack out of that. And then embedded then in it the Army insignia, and I have all the other branches of the military plus police and fire. And the other last thing we've been playing with, if you will, I've found a bunch of antlers on our property, and I've taken those and mounted them again on a barn board and found an old tin cup and mounted that all together. And you can use it as a pencil holder or, just whatever to put it on a desk. All of the things have little pads on the bottom so they won't, damage your furniture. And in the season of Christmas, of course, I've taken a stirrup again and mounted a Christmas ornament in it. So I've also made a lot of signs to people use for on their front door to say welcome or howdy or how y'all or bienvenidos. And I'll show you a sample of a sign, if you will.
I really like the ornament and everything. Sharon, my twin sister, she's one that you haven't met yet. She said, "Thank you for your service, Chief Eberle."
Thank you. I appreciate that. Here is a sample of a shovel that obviously is repurposed, and it's mounted on a piece of tin with horseshoes and a rope around it to accent that. And all of this, again, is authentic equipment. And again, I call this functional because it can hang by the front door and welcome, people as well, but yet it is static as well.
That's really cool too, because that backing is like the tin roof stuff, isn't it?
Yes, that's
like the
actually
tin roof.
That's actually galvanized tin from an old shed. So,
that's really cool, because everything I've seen so far is something you actually probably did pull out of a barn or off a farm or something.
That's exactly right. Yes. And here another item that we've designed is taking a stirrup and making a towel holder out of it. Then you can mount this on the wall, and this seems to sell quite handily as well. So again, it's all repurposed farm and ranch material, repurposed into some type of an art form.
Do you have any prices on some of the items that you're showing us so far? An idea of pricing?
Yes. Most of the items that are in stirrups sell for $25.
Okay. And does that cross say something on it, or is it just a cross?
No, that Jesus is the reason.
Oh, okay. Very good.
For everything we do. So
yeah.
You bet.
And
I've got others say Amazing Grace and Blessed and Thankful and things of that nature as well.
Are you ever able to make custom things that say what we want them to say?
Yes. Yes. Thank you for asking. In fact, this past week, I made 3 custom orders for a gentleman, and yes, I'd be happy to do something like that.
Because I know a guy who does the Amazing Grace flights down here for veterans, and that's what it's called, Grounded No More Amazing Grace. He has an airplane from World War II era, and he flies veterans for free, and it's his ministry to do that. And I think something like that would be really cool for him. Plus, I don't remember which branch of the military he was in, but you could even put a logo on it like that too. You could put all 5 logos on it for that matter, because he'll fly anybody from any branch of service. So
very, very true. Yes.
it would
Yes.
make a great gift idea for someone like him. His name's Tony Anger, so he does a lot of good. So, and what you do matches up with that, and you've done a lot of good in your life too. So I thank you for that.
Thank you. No, it's been my pleasure. I've had a great career and no regrets.
Well, so far I really like that key holder. Can you hold that one up again? Because it says Army on it, of course. My daughter and her husband both just got out of the Army. She was Army National Guard, and he was active duty in the old Guard unit in Arlington.
Wow.
And they just got done with their 6 years, and I really like that key holder. That's really nice.
Well,
and so you can put Marines or Air Force or anything on there, right?
That's right. Police department, fire department.
Yep, that's really cool. That is a great gift idea, because everybody I know practically needs a place for their keys or has one. I have one, and I got used to using it, and that's why I don't lose my keys. I think Sharon needs one of those, my sister. Actually, I think she has one too, but she probably could use a new one.
There you go. You bet. And they're all mounted with their authentic horseshoe nails too.
Oh, that's really neat too. Yeah. And that has my dad written all over it too. He was Marine, so she would probably get a Marine one because her son was Marines as well, and my dad was. And you know, the horseshoes. I mean, my dad grew up doing that with horses. You know, he grew up there in Sedona, so I think that would be really cool. What a nice gift idea.
And one other thing that we do with the horseshoes is I cut them in half and then make a coat rack out of them.
Oh, that's a really good idea too.
It works very well. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And now we'll have more pictures of the bigger projects and things on the website when you're done with the video and everything too. Yes. So that people can order through you, you know, whatever kind of items that they want. So, but can you hold up the ornament? It looked like did you have stuff inside of that? Kathy had ornaments the other night that she made by putting stuff inside the ornament. Is that painted on the outside or the inside?
Yes, this one is painted on the outside. I do have some that have items on the inside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, because that's a coincidence, because Kathy just did a bunch of her ornaments on her night. She had a night for her special Christmas ornaments, and she had stuff where she did all the artwork on the inside. So that's really a good idea too, though.
Yes.
Someone just asked the question, how do people order from you?
The best way would be to contact me either email or by phone. Okay,
and those numbers will be on the website. So your email address and your phone number will be on the website at sedonamuseum.org. And just a note, so people don't make the same mistake I did. It's not a cell phone, so don't try and text them your order.
No, it goes right to our answer machine, and I do get back to everyone that calls.
Yeah, so it's a landline, so you have to leave a voice message.
Yes.
So, okay.
Let me show you one other thing, please. I'll be right back.
Sure, you got plenty of time. I really love these rustic things. These would feel like right at home to me, you know. All the stuff that my dad did growing up and everything.
Can you see that?
I love that. Is that a horn? A steer horn or something?
No. This is called a hame, and this went on the side of a collar that went on a horse's collar.
Okay.
A lot of people take this brass top here and put it on walking canes.
Okay.
But I've mounted it on a board, and this one here says Amazing Grace.
Oh wow, that is really cool. And is that's got like rings coming out of it and stuff? That's what they would hang it on the horse with and stuff?
The reins would go through here.
Yeah, yes. Okay. All right, and was the purpose of that so that the horse they could hold stuff on the horse, like carry things on it?
No, this was more it went around their neck like a collar to control them.
Oh, like a bridle kind of.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one like that before, but I only been around my dad's horses, really, not many others.
Yeah, well, and this would have been used on plow horses, you know, to plow a field or to when they,
yeah, when they're
brought
pulling
the hay in.
heavy. Yeah. Okay, well, that's really neat. And it says Amazing Grace. So that would be good for my friend too.
Yes.
Wow, that's really cool. So did you serve in the military as well?
No, but I do have to brag on my son. He just came home after 22 years in the Navy.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Yeah, my brother Jim was in the Navy. He was in the Navy back during the Vietnam era. You probably know my brother Jim, huh?
I do very well. He's a very good friend.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. I call him my elderly brother, but hopefully he's not watching.
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
No, he just, trust me, I got my fill of it when I was growing up with all those big brothers and sisters. They picked on me, so now it's payback time.
There you go. There you go.
No, we like to have fun with it. So anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to ask about your stuff. Oh, shipping costs. Do you ship or does it have to be locally picked up?
Any place in Sedona and the Verde Valley, I will deliver.
Okay.
At no charge.
Okay. And are you able to ship to other places if they pay?
I am. Yes, I can. And that's just based upon whatever the shipping cost is.
Okay. And Mary Carol says, hey, there is a quilt I made. I missed the last part of it. Did you happen to see that comment?
No.
Oh, is that her quilt hanging behind you? I bet that's what she's talking about.
Yes.
Is that Mary Carol's quilt she made?
Yes.
I thought that was a quilt. I wasn't sure if it was a quilt or if it was a bunch of frame things, but I said
no.
That was my first thought. It was a quilt by my sister.
Absolutely, it is. It hangs here in our house in a very loving spot.
That's really awesome. Now you've got all four sisters represented here because Sharon spoke up and Kathy's doing this and I'm doing it. And you know Mary Carol very well. You worked with her.
Yes.
And her quilt's in the background. She shows up everywhere.
Yeah. A lady of many talents.
Yes, she is. She's going to be on with her quilts November 3rd. She's going to be doing a live with her quilts.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, she's going to do like all different size things, not full quilts, all of them. So it'll be affordable things to more expensive things, depending on the size. So
yes, she does amazing work with those quilts. It's just beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
Everyone in the family's got a piece of her art in their homes. Trust me.
I bet. Yeah, for sure. And I certainly cherish the one she made for me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it was well deserved too. So
thank you.
I actually knew your name when I used to work out in Flagstaff EMS way back in the 80s up in Flagstaff.
My goodness. Yes, I was the fire chief up there in Flagstaff.
Yeah, and that was about when the fire department took over first responder and we became second responders, but it was just amazing to work up there with everybody together. It was really nice.
Yes, yeah, that was a much needed service. When I went there, we weren't able to provide that service. The local ambulance company had that tied up. And
yeah, anyway. That was me. I worked for, that's who I worked for. But yeah, you're right. The bigger a place gets, they got to have that. They have to have the bigger fire department and everything. So
absolutely, yeah.
So, and I know a lot of the people that I worked with went on to work for the fire department too. So
good for them.
Did I miss another question? I don't know. I saw something flash, but it was really fast. I might have missed another question. Oh, okay. Back to Don's wares. Oh, do you have any other things to show us?
I wish they did that. I've got them all packed for
a craft fair. I have a question. Can you hold up the clock for us again? I wanted
Sure.
to ask you about the clock. Is that a battery one, and can it come out of there?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like the ones that are set in crystal that you just pull the clock out to change the battery?
Yes.
Okay,
Here's the back. It just pops right out.
cool. Well, that's a good one to know.
Yeah.
All right, and that's cowhide. See, at first when you held that up, I thought maybe it was concrete or something. So I'm glad you told me that it was cowhide. That's
Yes.
good to know too. That's a really neat material to work with too.
Yes. Thank
So,
you. Yeah.
and I really love the towel holder, and I think the key rack has got to be my favorite so far. Although that welcome shovel, if I could get it to where it could come off of there and use it. I don't get much snow here in Phoenix though, but that was not really much of a snow shovel as it was probably for farm stuff.
That's right. That's
The
right.
snow shovels we used to use in Chicago were much bigger than that. So anyway.
Yes. Yes.
Well, then we can go ahead and wrap this up. We're a few minutes early, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be informative. And you've given us a lot of really good information. Is there anything else you think of that you need to let us know?
The only thing, if I can advertise it in Camp Verde here on December the 12th, they're going to have their annual Christmas bazaar. And okay. It's usually a very successful showing of about 30 to 40 crafters and artists. So if people, if we're able to get together, please come to Camp Verde on the 12th.
On the 12th, okay. Of November?
December.
Oh, December 12th. Okay, good. That's good to know too. Yeah, we like to put it out there for you guys because whatever can help, get the word out is good. And also, like, if we were to request you to, like, maybe like if I wanted an Army logo put on something that I saw, how long would it take to add something to a piece for you to get it finished?
Usually about 3 to 4 days to 5 days a week. A lot of it depends on the weather and how fast the stain and the actual coating of polyurethane sets up. It just depends on the weather.
Okay, there's something coming in. Sandra says, thank you for showing and sharing your amazing rustic work. So that was from Sandra.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching, Sandra. So I appreciate all the questions that are coming in, and I hope that everybody uses all of our artists and vendors to buy their Christmas gifts this year or buy anything inspirational. Like I thought about my friend who does the Amazing Grace flights, but I've got lots of friends that would love this stuff. So I'm definitely going to be sharing. I have been sharing these on my Facebook page a lot. So, and a lot of those friends are there. So hopefully they will see these things. So
thank you, Karen. Yes, I appreciate it.
I hope you do well in Camp Verde on the 12th of December as well. So Camp Verde is a pretty cool place to visit too. And if you're there, you may as well go up to Sedona and visit the museum at the same time.
Absolutely. You bet. You bet.
Yeah. All right. Well, then that'll do it for now. And I really appreciate the time you took. It's been really fun seeing your stuff and talking to you about it. So I can't wait to have everybody be able to see all the pictures that you sent to me too of all the stuff that you make.
Thank you, Karen and Kathy. I do appreciate this opportunity, and the best to you folks, and certainly through the holiday season. Stay safe and hope to meet you in person sometime, because I certainly enjoyed knowing your sister.
Just not in a fire, though.
There you go.
We're retired, so we're safe now, right?
There you go. You bet. You bet.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Don, for sharing your beautiful work there. It's really incredible. I've seen some of the what you've given Mary, and seeing it in person is even better, of course. It's really neat work. But just want to remind everyone that on our Facebook page, if you go, or excuse me, you can go to our Facebook page and look up these events and watch the videos. We will be posting them on YouTube. You do need to give me a couple of days after it airs to get it back up, to get it up there. But we will have those up through Christmas. so people can watch the videos there. And on our website, sedonamuseum.org, again, you can get the list of all the upcoming artists and read a little bit more about them. And we do appreciate shares all the time. All right. All right. Thanks, you guys.
No,
Have a
thank
good
you.
evening. Okay.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.